welcome back, and how the fuck have you been? I am so glad that you could be here with me today. Alright, okay. Let's get into it. So, got a lot of requests to do this song, so I'ma do it. Plain and simple. What more I need for the intro, you feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Oh yeah, hold on. So, if you watch YouTube, if you're a YouTube addict like me and not a fucking YouTube casual, if you are about that light, then you know that monetization is but a dream for reaction channels that react to music, because basically as soon as you upload it, it gets copyright claimed right away, so you don't see any money from it automatically. Luckily, I started a Patreon because it seemed like the solution to the situation. I see that's what most YouTubers do if they're having trouble with the monetization, because they swear, because whatever it is, but they have supporters. They can actually have an income while they're doing this. If you wouldn't mind, if you feel like my content is good enough to support monetarily, it's appreciated, but it's not mandatory by any means. So enough of that, let's get into the video. So today we have White Boy by the boy Tim McDougal, Tom MacDonald. Let's get into it now.
I cannot feel guilty for that I didn't do, but I can understand the reasons why you think that I should. Yeah, I'm white, but I never put your neck in no noose, and I never burnt a cross or hid my face with a hood. You can't just label me racist, cause I'm related to people who did some terrible way back before I was alive. My parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed cause of my pretty blue eyes. A Nazi, white supremacist, anyone who labels me as that because of my family genetics. The hatred for Caucasians is so pathetic. Go be proud that you're black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil, neo-Nazi, cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say the white race as a whole ain't the enemy. There's racist white people, but we're far from that collectively.
White boy,
true.
Don't say that, white boy. Oh, you so bad, white boy. You wish you were black, white boy. Dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say it with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
Okay, so I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with anything you're saying. Growing up, I've had all different types of people in my family. The people who tell you that white people are devils and they're just gonna do you dirty. You should never trust them. I've had people on the opposite side who say, nah, bro, we're all equal. Fuck that shit. And in my life, I've experienced people say racist shit, and a lot of times it wasn't even white people. That's the thing. I've had Africans tell me to go back to my country before in the past. That's the thing. Like, I've had Africans look at me because I'm not from Africa, like I'm the watered down black, I'm the American black. I've had racism come from many different races. These days it comes from other black people. I get called Uncle Tom, I get called crazy things sometimes. I get called ignorant just because I'd rather judge people based on their individual human qualities. If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. You know, I'm not on the side with white people should just feel guilty just for being white. Me, I don't feel like, yeah, look, then they understand it more because they're guilty for it. No, I feel like white guilt is pandering. If anything, let's have the conversation. Like this song right here, I can appreciate it because at least he's bringing up the conversation. You know what I'm saying? He's willing to talk about it. And he's bringing it up in a way where he's making you face that shit head on. Listening to this song, he has a group of white people, black people, girls, men. If you play this song in that kind of group, it's going to start a conversation. If the people are intellectuals, it's going to start a conversation, and it's most likely going to create some understanding between each person in the group. He's very smart. He understands. Someone had to say it. He got balls for being willing to be the sacrificial lamb, because you know these days, him just mentioning that he's white, him saying, I'm white. Like,
no, that's white supremacy. You just acknowledge that you're white. You said pretty blue eyes? Okay, what are brown eyes ugly then? Is that what that means? You're racist, bro.
Today, no matter the context, no matter anything, if you try to bring up a conversation, maybe you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we are ignorant. Maybe we don't understand. Can we talk about it?
No. Why are you even questioning it? Like, you are obviously whatever phobic.
It's bullshit. But yeah, I've been rambling. Let's keep going.
Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
If a black man is sipping on some cognac sitting next to me, I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy. I don't dislike Tanisha cause her first name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a waste of energy.
Sorry, that's another thing. There's so many more important things to fucking worry about than the difference of our skin color. If anything, we should be coming together, because what do we really want here? We want equality. If you think you're gonna fight people who are on the same level as you for you to get treated equally by those people, how is that gonna work? Those are the people, the motherfuckers who are purposely separating everybody and purposely using the media to make us focus on these situations that they can always evoke passions and riots by just mentioning it. They know exactly what they're doing. They're using it to push agendas. That's it. I just think there's other things that we should be focusing on that will actually benefit us as an entire human race. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe I'm tripping. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Ivory or ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same. Martin Luther King or Kennedy. They're angry, I'm reciting the facts. He's white and he raps. He stole the culture right from the blacks. Okay, he's fire, but we lit the flame. He's siphoning gas. This corny little honky man, the whitey is whack. You letting history perpetuate the hatred within, and then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah.
White boy.
Wait, what? Hold on, I didn't understand that. Let me hear that again.
Letting history perpetuate the hatred within, and then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah.
White boy, don't say that.
I don't know if I understand what that means.
Oh, you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
Does that mean like the way that we look at slave owners is the same way we look at every white person, even though those white people weren't slave owners? Is that what he's saying? Because if that's what he's saying, I understand that. It is ignorant to do. He was born in my generation. He has no idea what it feels like to be a slave owner. Whatever white people did in the past, he can't control that. All he could do is try to treat other races equally. All he could do is just be cool with people. What more can he do? I just don't get it. I don't even think we know how to fix the problem. That's the thing. Because if they said, okay, what will fix everything? Do you think that we could get every black person on the same page to be okay? Like if one black person says, okay, this is what I think will be good enough for payment of all slavery. The next black person's like, that's not good enough for me. No, let me get 4 pit bulls, a Audemars. I want a Newport factory right this fucking instant. So what? Until we make every single black person feel like that he's paid up enough for slavery, even though the nigga didn't go through it. I think some people don't even want it to be fixed. They wouldn't benefit off of this whole situation being fixed. They want race relations to be broken. It's so ignorant the way that we operate. What else can we do besides be cool with each other? What else can we do without taking from someone and giving it to someone else and taking from? I just don't think that that's fair. Okay, so these white people were born rich. I was born poor. That's not fair. It's not fair. But there's so many different things that go into that. You know what I'm saying? You can swear that it's just racism and redlining, but there's so many other things that go into it. And if you refuse to understand that, then you're ignorant and you really don't want to fix the problem, because we are being led to the slaughter. We are being so controlled. It's not even funny. But anyway, let's get back to it.
White boy, white noise. I can't say it with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
I got a mother, a father, a sister, an auntie, an uncle, and a grandma that I picture when you're openly hating. And God willing, one day I'll have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the races. I pray for their extinction. If you wanna hate the white people, just make the distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless, and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it. I know what you've been thinking. How's a straight white male in 2018? You're making me the villain by demonizing my race for things I didn't do and decisions I didn't make. No one that I call a friend has ever owned a slave, and neither did our dads or our dads' dads. Sakes acknowledging atrocities were wrongly committed is all that I can offer while I'm wrongly convicted. I would never hate a man for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given, or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals.
Nah, some are among us. There is some bullshit happening out here, but it's not just white people looking at me disgusted when I go into HEB. There's definitely some walking among us. Don't be ignorant about it now. No matter what, you just gotta watch your back out here in this world, period. You're gonna be watching your back for all the white people and trust every black person. The black person's gonna come from this side because you're being ignorant. You gotta just watch your back, period.
White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals. They're the people who monopolized the water and oil and injected your communities with drugs that they spoiled. Got no patience for Nazis, I think they're better off dead. They're fighting hatred with hatred, making the hate more intense. I don't want nothing to do with either side of the fence, so don't blindly attack me for wearing braids on my head. Hate the people who believe you put yourselves in the ghetto. Hate the ones who teach their children you ain't cause they said so. Hate the ones who think you're all the same and judge you profusely cause the way that you're portrayed on our news and in movies. Being white and being racist aren't the same, man, I promise. No, it's hard to tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem, and you owe it to yourselves. We got so much in common.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
If you're white, you cannot tell anybody. You know that. So this song started problems. I don't really see the problem with this song. I don't. I can see that people don't want the conversations to be had. That I can see because they make too much money off of this issue between us. You know what I'm saying? They make too much money off of this. They cannot risk it. But yeah, I dig it. So now after this, now I guess I gotta react to this house. So be on the lookout for that, you guys. You guys know I love you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop a video. Shout out to the Patreon gang. If you would like to support the channel, the Patreon is going to be in the description. Again, it's appreciated, not required. Thank you guys. I love you guys so much. Make sure you tune into the next video. Thank you for tuning into this one. Love you guys. Nope, I'm not hanging up this time. I'm not. We'll sit here all day. I can't take it. All right, fine. Bye.